your girl Zoe with the tea, and I am back with another video. In today's video, I'm sorry, my brain is all over the place. So I'm going to be talking about the transfer pretty much experience, or whether to go to a junior college or community college versus a university. So just a little background about me. When I decided to, when I was in high school, I got into some colleges, that were my safe colleges or my safe schools, and didn't really want to go to those schools. I felt like I was so much better than what I had gotten into. So I decided, screw this, I'm going to go to community college. So community college, I went to community college for 2 years, and then I transferred over to a university, UC Irvine. Obviously, I can only talk about my experience. So I'll just talk about like being a transfer and how that works, you feel me? So I will talk about my experience about how to be, or was being a transfer student, and also what it was like being at a community college. So when I first went to my community college, I decided to get an, I wanted to do an IGETC. And IGETC is pretty much like the basic requirements that you need to transfer to a school. It's just an overall, so not specifically targeting one major. Because at a community college, you can get like an AA degree, you could just do like transfer, which is an IGETC. So I decided to just do an IGETC, but with my IGETC, because I had a bomb counselor, she was amazing. She kind of made sure that my IGETC was trying to like put in what I wanted to do when I went to the university. So like putting in theater classes, things like that, which kind of I guess went underneath arts and humanities. So I was following a program. When you first get to a community college, you actually have to test into English and math. So I did a test for English and math. My math, thank God, my mom let me take college courses for math in high schools, because I was able to test out of that and just go straight into the math that I needed to go into a community college. But my English was kind of on the low side. So pretty much I had to do prerequisites. And prerequisites are courses that you have to take before you can take like a major course. So I had to do those before I could take like a major English course. And especially with all of this, my counselor pretty much told me like, look, you're gonna need to be in community college for like 3 years. And I told her, listen, I'm not doing that. I am a go-getter. I told myself I was only gonna be there for 2 years, and I'm only gonna be there for 2 years. And I told her like, listen, if that means I have to take school year round, I'm gonna take school year motherfucking round. And she was like, okay. I said, yep. So what I decided to do was I decided to take school every single quarter or semester, pretty much. Even intersessions. Intersessions are like during the winter break, I was in school, taking school or doing school. Or even the summer, I did summer school as well. And spring, they had some spring break, they had courses. I was doing all of that crap, okay? So pretty much that's what I was doing at community college. I really did like community college. I didn't really have like friends at community college, I'm not gonna lie to you. Cause when you're at a community college, well for me, I'm not trying to like make no friends. Like I was really just focused on like getting there, getting my stuff done, and getting the heck on out and going to a university. So for me, like community college was cool and all. I really did like the teachers. I feel like there's a back like connotation about like community college, like it's not really all that good, but it really is. Like my teachers were at community college were so good, and probably were better than some of the teachers at a university. Like, because you have to think about it, at a university there's 1,000 students that have to take a certain math course, you know what I'm saying? But at a community college it's so much smaller, so we had like more one-on-one with our teachers, and I definitely think that experience was so much better, because you know what I'm saying, like for the way my brain works, I feel like I was able to get good grades because of that. And if I was in like a huge lecture class with heck other people, like I feel like I would have got an F, you know what I'm saying? So I really did enjoy that. For myself, I was able to graduate or leave community college in 2 years, but sometimes community college, it does take people a little bit longer time. And I think sometimes it's because people get sidetracked because you're home. When you go to community college, you know, you're living at home or you're at your hometown, so you can get sidetracked with life. And definitely you have to like stay on track and stay on the course, or you will fall. Like definitely you will fall off and just forget it. The one thing I really did love about community college is I saved so much money. That's why I feel like a lot of people go to community college. It's because you save hella money. Like 2 years, I'd save 2 years of tuition from a huge university. And I thank Jesus that I did that, because listen, I left school with no debt, no loans, no nothing, okay? And that's because of community college. And I'm grateful that I went to community college and I was able to do all that. And I was able to work while I was in community college too. So that definitely helped a lot. So like transition. So after I did community college, did my thing there, I decided to transfer to a school. I feel like I'm really kind of upset about how transfer students are treated, because crazy part is people are transferring now more to universities than ever before. And at a point, I personally feel like majority of the schools now will have transfer students rather than have freshmen. Like I really truly believe that. And why I'm saying that is because when I transferred, I guess it was the first like time we're starting to see the boom of transfer students, starting to see a lot of people start transfer, and we were treated like, you guys are just here, you know? Like we didn't get to have the experience that a freshman would get. And I personally feel like, you know, we should still get those experiences. Like we should still have, like, I don't know, like freshmen pretty much still have like a week before the school starts to meet each other, get all information about the school, be on the campus, feel the vibe of that before everybody comes in. And I personally feel like transfer students don't get that experience, and I feel like they should get that experience. Just because we're transfer students doesn't mean that we want to get or want to know more about the social life of the school. I feel like because transfer students, I guess because we're older, we already kind of know what we want, what we do, you know, things like that. They don't give that to us, but then again, I would have loved that experience to have that, just as a freshman had that experience. There are a few transfer nights or whatever, but that was at my campus, but it wasn't really like to where freshmen were, you know what I'm saying? I would have really personally have loved that. There is, it can be hard transferring to a school, because I don't know, the way they treat freshmen is like, oh, you're new, so we're gonna like help you out, you know, with your school, with your classes. But for freshmen, it's like, okay, well, you already been in college, so you should already know how it is. But no, it doesn't work like that. Especially for me, because our school, I went to a UC. UCs are on a quarter system, which is pretty much kind of like 3 semesters. And when I was in community college, I was coming from a semester system, and I had to transfer over to a quarter system, which can be very, very difficult because the quarter system is really, really fast. It's a 10-week session, whereas for semesters, it's more like, I want to say 12 to 14 weeks, which is longer. So that was very, very, very different. That was like something I've never really experienced. So my first semester, I only took so many units just because I wanted to learn how to acclimate myself to that new learning system. But other than that, like I really feel like transfer students, I feel like, I personally feel like I'm glad that I transferred. I didn't have a bad experience transferring to a university. Other than that, I think more or less, it was more of me moving away from my parents. I think that can be a big thing for a transfer student, just because like now you're with your parents another 2 years after high school, and you're an adult. So it's kind of like, it could be like nerve-wracking. Like I really had anxiety from like me leaving my mom. Like I love my mom. Like my mom is my best friend. So for me not to see my mom every single day, it was kind of difficult and it was kind of hard. But you know, like you kind of push through it, and you just kind of learn how to be an adult, even though you were an adult. But another thing I liked though is that I was able to be an adult at home. So I was able to, like, you know, really learn who I was before I was on a campus. I think sometimes freshmen, you know, they're still young, like they're 18 years old by themselves in this new place, and you kind of do things that you regret that you do, and you kind of do things that you wish you didn't do, or experience things. But as far as like transferring, like you get those, you know, you're at home, so it's okay. Like you know what I'm saying? Like you're not by yourself. You have your parents, you have your family. And now when you go to university, you know how to act, you know how to, you know, obtain yourself. Not obtain, but like, I don't know what the word is. You know how to act, okay? You know how to act in the real world. So I think that is very, very, very cool. Do I regret not being a freshman at a university? No, I don't. I'm glad I did the transfer way. I saved a lot of money. You know, I learned who I was and what I wanted to go at the school. I learned that I am a go-getter. You know, like I said, 3 years turned into 2 years. I was out of there. I was serious. I was motivated. And I think that motivation reminded me who I was. And when I went to the big university, it taught me a lot. So I do not regret transferring. I personally feel like the type of person you are will determine if you can handle being a transfer student or just going to a community college. You have to have a drive when at a community college, because you will fall off the course, most definitely. And if you don't have that drive, maybe community college is not the best option for you. Maybe you should just go to a university straight out. Or if you don't think you're mature enough to be at a university, maybe community college is better for you, so you can start learning who you are and making sure that when you are ready to take those big steps, that you are mature enough to take those big steps at a university. So everybody's different. Everybody has their own way of processing things and going through things in life. It's all just a life process. So, but for me, transferring was the way. I hope you guys like this video. Please subscribe to my channel. Please, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Please comment feedback. Love feedback. Give me some feedback if you have some feedback about, you know, the college experience that I am doing, this beautiful playlist. Please follow me on IG, lady_Zoe. Please follow me on Twitter, Shorty Zoe. And until next time, see y'all later. Bye.